like it's time to blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
This is the life, isn't it, Lobo?
You said it, Butch. I've been dying for some time off. Still, I kinda wish we were here, on an investigation.
You know what that would make our vacation? An investigation. This might be hard for you to swallow, Lobo. But you've got to learn how to relax. Go build a sandcastle or something.
A sandcastle? Really? I'm not a child, Butch. I'm gonna go for a dip.
Holy shit!
Help me.
No. I won't do that, Lobo.
Butch, you're letting me bleed to death?
It's for the greater good.
Damn, you.
Butch!
Lobo!
Yes?
Not you, Lobot.
Were you daydreaming during the presentation?
Huh? Oh, I was just...
Grappling with the guilt you feel over Lobo being in a coma in the hospital, fighting for his life?
No, I wasn't.
What's she talking about?
May I continue, agents?
Yes, sir. Sorry, Caesar.
As I was saying, before Butch started snoring. Petty's most wanted criminal, Yummel Robinson, otherwise known as Dr. Cooker, may have been turned to stone, but this is no time to take a vacation. Had Butch not dumped concrete on Cooker, far more people could be in the hospital than just Agent Lobo Chernosky. However, before Cooker became a statue, he left the city's residents petrified with fear by this threat. Here's what it says, and I quote, "All right, listen up. I am your expletive now. This is going to be the perfect recruitment opportunity. Every villain will want to join my team if they see me on the news. The very notion of villains teaming up alarms me. A thief such as Rusev Bold, for instance, was formidable enough on his own. But if Cooker's message inspires criminals like him to join forces, they'd be unstoppable. Thankfully, Rusev is locked away in Petty's maximum security detention. But there's plenty of crime still brewing out there, I can smell it. For one thing, we still don't know the real villain behind the blimp launch at the Opera House, and that was only 2 weeks ago."
Oh yeah. I remember doing that mission. We were undercover as orchestra musicians.
Of course you remember. You have copies of the real Lobo's memories stored in your brain.
This talk of villains teaming up has reminded me of a heroic team up that inspired me as a child. The Planet Starlight Chasers. In the anime that I watched as a child, there are these two rivals, Tomoko Sashimasu and Shion Hikitsuri, fighting crime long ago, facing on the world of evil, including themselves. However, they couldn't prevent all the crime in the city. That's why Petty's new initiative comes in. The Anti-Crime Unit. Usually, you agents are called into action after an infraction was committed. But, if villains of Cooker's caliber start breaking rules left and right, then after will be too late. So, rather than wait for crimes to occur, the Anti-Crime Unit will catch these criminals before they can organize.
How are we going to be able to do that?
Like this. Once we get wind of an evildoer's scheme to form a team, the Anti-Crime Unit will go undercover as fellow evildoers and follow this simple procedure. Pinpoint the possible perpetrator's position. Avoid blowing your cover. Neutralize any superweapons if plausible. Thwart their villainous plan. And stop them from getting away. We will be calling this Operation Pants.
Wait, does he say pants or shorts?
We should get with the program.
Butch and Lobo. As Petty's top agents, you will be the first team to try out Pants in the field.
We won't let Pants down, sir.
Now, I felt I must remind everyone of the harsh truth that good agents can turn bad. Before we was Waffle Cooker, and before he was Dr. Cooker, Petty's #1 enemy was its number 24th consecutive member of the squad. His name is Yummel Robinson.
Yeah, eat this. You should have seen this coming, punk.
All right, that's enough.
Screw you.
2 years ago, Yummel assaulted one of our former agents, Hornsby, and was removed for his aggressive behavior. It's impossible to tell if Yummel was on a downward spiral before he became mentally and physically unstable, or if his evil ways stem from feeling betrayed and obsessed with the desire for revenge. The only one who may know is Agent Lobo, but he still hasn't woken up from his coma after nearly being digested by Waffle Yummel. Lobo. Since your memory is a copy of Lobo's, do you have any insight into Yummel's motivations? Or why he'd want villains to team up?
Yamil? Gee, I feel like I don't even know him.
Yes, it can be hard to tell if you ever truly know someone, even when you worked in his presence years ago. All right, agents, time to get back to work. Dismissed.
Sir, yes, sir!
Butch and Lobo, come with me to the Legs Division. Saul Dortmund is working on your new anti-crime unit VESTs.
Hey, has anyone seen Keith Laszlo lately? I didn't see him at all in the meeting.
You know Keith as well as us. His technology turns himself invisible and blends with his surroundings.
Maybe he wasn't here with us the whole time and didn't want to be seen.
Yeah. But I haven't seen him since Lobot was made my partner.
Let's hope Keith didn't quit Petty to be evil and do crimes like that Yamil person.
To be evil and do crimes? Well, I do feel neglected in the workplace. I suppose there's no harm in seeing what Chameleon Eyeballs has to offer. This new old theater isn't making a good first impression, though. Hello? Is anyone home? I'm here for Chameleon Eyeballs. Place seems abandoned. The flyer said to bring your own snacks. You can't expect much of a turnout. if you don't at least offer snacks, especially in a dingy place infested with termites and stink bugs. Ow, what did I just land on? Huh? Looks like a futuristic hair dryer. Could it also be a super weapon? Where the hell am I anyway?
Ah, good. I have the place all to myself. I wonder if my old rocket base is still intact. Wow. That rocket did more damage than what the blimp did on the news. Good thing I'd already abandoned this place before it accidentally launched. Something was bound to go wrong eventually. Those damn bugs kept gumming up the controls. I took off in such a hurry, I left some of my favorite stuff behind.
Who is that guy?
Ah, here it is. The instrument of the no-collars. Can't have this falling into the wrong hands. Certainly not the other villains, or worse. Law-doers.
That astronaut is evil?
If anyone else comes across one of these chameleon eyeball flyers like I did, it will lead them right here. With that said, this flyer and that talking waffle from TV might have the right idea. Teaming up with other villains would make it easier to conduct my next evil plan. I can't perform it solo. And this small rocket may not look like much, but it'll come in handy back at my new hideout. Scary of 51. Not even rodents will be able to stop my magnum opus.
Scary at 51? Instrument of the no-collars? Those don't sound good. And whatever this device is, it must also be dangerous. I've got to get this back to Petty headquarters.
Hey Saul.
Butch and Lobo. Glad you could make it. I've analyzed the data from the last set of VESTs that you were assigned, and it turned out the product that Lobo wore, and I mean the real Lobo, was glitchy. So glitchy in fact, that the system overheated and it sparked into flames. The camouflage nanotech in it was not ready for the field. Fortunately for you Butch, the VEST you wore seemed fine so far.
That's reassuring. But I left it in my futon at my home.
No problem. You'll just go back to wearing VEST specially tailored for each undercover mission. That is at least until I can iron out all the bugs.
The last thing we want are bugs in our very exciting spy technology.
Unless I am needed, I shall leave these petty agents in your capable hands, Saul.
Oh yes. Thank you, Otaku. Well, what have we got to lose? Let's go get you into gear.
Otaku. How's my favorite floating robot?
I'm great. Thanks, Fred.
See you later. Oh, hello there, you.
Oh, hi, Fred.
Just how many floating robots does this place need?
Hello, Keith.
You can see me?
Yes. I can see your heat signature with my Lobot vision.
Well, no point in hiding anymore anyway.
Keith? Where have you been?
Where have I been? Oh, well, you see, I was just out for a stroll this whole time. And then, I passed by the old cinema. I think I heard a noise, so I went to investigate.
Investigating the cinema? You are not cleared for field work, Keith. This goes against Petty headquarters. I thought you were better than that.
Well, Lobo is right. I'm not exactly a field agent. I know I wasn't supposed to be in there. But I found this firearm that I'm sure was a super weapon or something.
Hang on. You're shitting me. Keith, that's the embiggener. That's the thing that turned the tiny waffle cooker into a giant waffle. With all that happened, I forgot it was left behind at the abandoned cinema. Thanks for bringing it in, Keith.
There's more. An astronaut man showed up and retrieved a small rocket. He's planning to team up with other villains and conduct his evil plan from his new hideout, Scarea 51.
Evil astronaut at the cinema? He must have been the villain behind that blimp launch.
Oh, I remember that one. We were undercover as orchestra musicians.
Yeah, I was there, Lobot.
Well, one thing's for certain, we need to stop him before he has a chance to put his devious scheme into action.
And this is the perfect job for the anti-crime unit. We'll find Scarea 51, convince him we're also evil astronauts, and once he reveals his plan, we nab him.
Ooh, did I hear you say, astronaut? I've never designed an outfit like that before. How exciting!
Saul, you're still here?
Of course I'm still here. You're still at Legs, and here is where I work.
Then get to work designing those spacesuits. Make sure to add a third one for Keith. We'll need him with us on the mission to identify this astronaut.
2 spacesuits will be enough, Saul.
Chief Cesar.
Keith is not a field agent. His job is to develop new anti-crime unit training scenarios, which he'd know about if he hadn't missed the meeting earlier.
My bad?
Keith, take that thing you found to Louisa for analysis, and then report to your station.
Yes, sir.
Damn, Keith.
Butch and Lobot, it's time to try pants on for size. Find Scarea 51 and capture this astronaut. Thank you for reporting in, Agent Lobot.
Really, Lobot? I know you think like the real Lobo, but he wouldn't tattle on Keith like a little shit.
I didn't tell on Keith. I made a report to our superior officer. That's the proper procedure according to Lobo's memories.
Well, you may have a brain like Lobo, but you sure as hell don't have his heart.
Correct. Instead of a heart, I have a network of cooling fans that keep my processors from overheating. Butch, even though I am a robot, I can still make mistakes, just like the real Lobo. But I am your partner, and I know that I, Lobo, will never let my partner down.
You mean aside from your old partner, Hornsby?
I'm sorry?
Shit, sorry, I thought Hornsby is a touch subject, or was it Yummel? I didn't mean to say that.
Okay guys, your spacesuits are ready. Am I interrupting something?
You know what, I haven't given you a fair chance, Lobot. We are partners for now, and being partners means being able to count on each other. I can't think of anyone else I'd rely on more to accompany me on this extraordinary journey to the outer realms of space than you, Lobot.
Isn't this view breathtaking?
No, dumbass. We're not as high as space.
We should have known that Scarea 51 would turn out to be an amusement park, but it doesn't mean our evil astronaut isn't using this place as a hideout. We'll have a better chance at spotting him from up here. Time to start peeing.
Dear Lord, are you nuts?
You misunderstood. We have to pee. Pee, as in, pinpoint the possible perpetrator's position.
Right, first leg of pants. You didn't have to remind me. Everyone who works here is dressed like an astronaut. How do we pinpoint the evil one in this crowd?
My heat vision isn't any help. Everybody gives off heat. Perhaps if Keith were here, he could narrow it down.
Well, he's not here. Wait a minute. I see an unusual astronaut. His suit is all navy blue.
Astronaut suits can be a set of colors, Butch.
But, unlike the other astronauts that all wear white, this one only wears navy blue. Wait a minute. The villain we're looking for is an astronaut who had a blimp base under the cinema. That has to be the spaceman we're after.
Keith did say he plans to conduct an evil scheme.
Conduct. That's it. Our villain's not just an astronaut. He's a maestronaut.
Then P is taken care of. So that leaves us with ants. Let's get down there and A. Avoid blowing our cover.
Hey! Don't stand on the vehicle!
God! What a harsh reality we're living in. It's so much work being evil all by myself. Such is the life of a villainous astronaut, it seems.
Indeed. My criminal ploy is delayed yet again. For no one shares my evil, astronautical, interests. If only I could find other like-minded villains. I guess us evildoers are destined to be alone.
Oh, pardon me. I couldn't help but overhear, I am also evil. Would you like to become an ensemble?
You mean, form a team?
Yes. In fact, I even have a name for this team. The Chameleon Eyeballs. I came up with it all on my own.
Chameleon Eyeballs? That sounds familiar. Wasn't that one of Cooker's plans?
Who?
I mean, have you ever taken a crack at an evil plan?
Well, I'm working at this amusement park to save up money for my next plan, but I just so happen to be the villain responsible for the blimp that vandalized the old cinema.
I remember that mission. We were undercover as orchestra musicians.
Wait. You were?
Hey, shut your bitch trap.
Wait a minute, you assholes aren't even evil astronauts, are you? You're astro agents.
Incorrect. We are the agents of the private eye team incorporated.
Damn it.
Butch, what happened to avoid blowing our cover?
That's your fault, dipshit.
Get out of my way.
He went this way.
I guess I have to use my instrument of despair. The second I blow into this, the amusement park will be destroyed.
Drop your weapon! Drop it right now!
We have to neutralize it.
Come on, we're all three aliens the fastest to win.
What are you doing?
This.
Uh-oh. We have a winner. Congratulations, you get to pick a rocket for a prize.
No. What the hell have you done? Which one is mine?
I would like that one, in the top middle over there.
This is utter bullshit. Why does he get it? I knew these games were rigged.
Just as I thought. It's Canadian astronaut and musician, Chris Hadfield. Well, it's time for you to take a bow, Hadfield. Your rocket launch is grounded.
Stupid agents. You may have caught me, but that was just a minor setback. I'll have my encore some other day.
You guys go this way.
Late last night, a Canadian maestronaut named Chris Hadfield was arrested by the Private Eye Team Incorporated at the Area 51 amusement park on Thursday 24th, 8:48 p.m. His plan to launch an instrument of despair, thwarted. No one knows what crime he was orchestrating with his tiny rocket, but lucky for us, this famous evil astronaut was stopped by two non-evil astronauts. Whoever's idea from this mystery-solving company is catching bad guys before they commit their evil deeds makes them a great anti-crime unit.
An evil astronaut? Villains these days are a bunch of space cases comparing to what happened to Cooker. Those stupid agents robbed him of his plans. I must find a way to bring Cooker back.
Yep. Thwarted and stopped. Good job putting pants to the test agents. You hit a snag it, avoid blowing your cover. But I'll cut you some slack. Pants and the anti-crime unit are a success. The money shall be wired to both of your bank accounts shortly.
Thank you so much, Cesar. By the way, the man we took down was Chris Hadfield, a Canadian astronaut and a musician. I never knew someone as popular as him would conspire to raise hell at Scaria 51.
Well, whatever went through his damn mind isn't gonna fly at Petty. Now, take that son of a bitch down to the Petty maximum security prison and lock him up immediately.
You. Let's go. You're going to jail.
Welcome to Petty's maximum security prison. Looks like we got a maestro astronaut from Canada. Follow me as we proceed through the 50 impenetrable cell walls that make escape from this detention center impossible.
Copy, I got him from here.
Dude, you caught him?
Yup. But we couldn't have done it if you hadn't learned about him on your stroll, Keith.
Oh, well, about that, I have a bit of a confession to make. I wasn't exactly out on a stroll when I ended up at the old cinema.
Yeah? Tell me more.
So, after Lobo was chosen to be your partner, it made me feel somewhat rejected.
Oh man, I didn't know that's how you felt.
Well, I decided to run away and go for some kind of walk to clear my mind. I came across a flyer that made me wonder if maybe there was a different path I could take. Somewhere, I'd be a little more appreciated. When I discovered the Ambiguiner and heard Hadfield talk about his evil plans, I knew in my heart that I had to do what I could to stop him. And that desire to do what's right for the greater good reminded me of why I joined the private eye team incorporated in the first place.
Well, the important thing is, you came back, Keith.
Alright, Chris, here is your new living arrangements. I'll wake you up when I feel like it. Get comfortable and go to sleep.
I hear someone has moved in. I can hear you yapping next to me. I have sonic hearing skills. Don't look so downbeat. This place is actually cozy. It's the only reason WHYI, Rusev Bolt, the Goblin escape artist, haven't broken out of this gent.
Hey, shut up. There's no escaping this place, Rusev. Nobody is breaking through 50 cell walls, and I mean nobody.
Sorry about not telling you all of this earlier, Butch. Especially about the flyer for chameleon eyeballs.
Wait. The flyer was for chameleon eyeballs?
It's what led me to the cinema in the first place. Oh, and I just remembered. It's also why Chris Hadfield showed up. He found the flyer for chameleon eyeballs too.
Hey Chris. You told us chameleon eyeballs was all your idea. Did you come up with it on your own or what?
No, I didn't.
Bullshit. You had help. Evil help.
No. I only said the idea was mine, because I wanted to impress you guys, especially when I thought you were evil like me, honest.
You expect me to believe this? You were wearing a navy blue astronaut suit at Scaria 51, while the employees all wore white.
It was a coincidence.
Hardly. We know that you and Cooker both used the old cinema for your evil plans, so clearly you two must have been in cahoots the whole time.
Hey, I don't even know who Cooker is.
You may as well own up. We know you're a co-conspirator. Lobo already figured out that the chameleon eyeballs is the name of the team Dr. Cooker was putting together.
I did?
Yeah, don't you remember?
I can't find any reference to chameleon eyeballs in my, and therefore, Lobo's memory.
What are you talking about? Did you even read the flyer Keith brought to us?
How should I know?
Says it on the top, and is in a bold sans serif font.
Well, obviously, this historical record is inaccurate. Unless there's something about those events that block me from accessing Lobo's memories of them.
Like, something in his mind, blocking him from regaining consciousness. Lobo, who was your partner, Lobo's partner, before me?
I don't remember.
You're kidding, you really don't remember Hornsby? The one you accidentally killed in a fight, that was caused by his low self-esteem, triggered by Yumil Robinson, aka Dr. Cooker? Does that not ring any green bells?
My robot innards make tiny beeps and whistles, but I don't hear any bells.
This is not right.
What is it, Butch?
Somehow, Lobo has no memory of anything that involves his former partner. And I'm guessing it has some connection to why the real Lobo hasn't woken up. Keith, take Lobo to Louisa. Since she built him using downloads of Lobo's memories, she should be able to find what's causing this robot's mental malfunction. The solution to getting Lobo to wake up could involve a memory that's locked inside Lobo's mind. Take the rocket while you're at it, maybe Louisa can figure out what it's supposed to do.
Where will you head to?
Dr. Nicholas. I'll go see him to see if there's anything more that can be done for the real Lobo. Dr. Tammy, I've brought Dr. Nicholas from the science factory. Any change in Lobo's condition?
I'm afraid not, sadly.
Listen, Butch has a theory that a memory of Lobo's former partner, Hornsby Belmont, is what's keeping him from waking up.
Can that robot copy tell you which memory it is?
That's just it. Lobo seems to have all of Lobo's memories except any memories related to Hornsby. Not even Yumil.
These memories must be so traumatic for Lobo that not only are they keeping him from waking up, but his mind may have blocked them from getting copied over to the robot.
Louisa is having a look at Lobo back at Petty Headquarters. But, even if she discovers the memory that's the cause of Lobo's problems, how do we find the same memory that's inside Lobo's mind? Wait. Copies of Lobo's thoughts were downloaded to give to the robot. Can we upload my thoughts to Lobo? Scientifically, or otherwise?
My only recommendation is Violet Seance. It is located across from Lavender Street, just around KK Avenue. There is a woman I know who works as a fortune teller. She can access you and Lobo's mind each. The medium there may have some ideas about how to see into Lobo's unconscious mind.
Well, anything's worth a try. Then Violet Seance is where I'm heading. Thanks, Tammy, I'll make my way over there now.
Just so you know, I have a high-level experience with trivia and memory, so let's hope Butch knows what he is doing.
So, this is where Violet Seance is at? I have to see if I can speak to a mystic in there. Hello? I'm looking for the mystic?
And you have found her. Come forth, my child.
So you must be Violet?
Precisely. And I shall welcome you to Violet Seance. I can help you with your personal problems in our daily appointment sessions. So, what brings you here today?
Well, it's about my partner, Lobo Chernosky. He is in the hospital. Something's going on inside his head that's keeping him from waking up from his indefinite coma. Both medical science and science have not worked. I'm hoping you know of a way to see into his mind and help him?
See into your friend's unconscious mind? This isn't exactly the usual sort of thing I do here at Violet Science. But where science has failed you, science will prevail in the end.
Okay. Where do we start off?
I am going to have to conduct ritual projection called astral projection. The way this works is that I'm going to project your consciousness into your friend's unconsciousness. Do you have any questions?
Is it going to hurt?
It won't take but a second. Close your eyes. Now, think about your friend Lobo, on his hospital bed. Your thoughts to his thoughts. Your mind to his mind. Picture yourself. Picture yourself, somewhere warm, comfortable, relaxing.
Wow! I'm on a beach. Just like in the daydream I had. How do I know I'm in Lobo's mind and he's in my mind?
Hi. Do you want to build a sandcastle?
Oh my God! Baby Lobo!
Hi. I'm Lobo.
So adorable!
This has to be the biggest sandcastle I made. I did it all by myself.
Okay, so it looks like Lobo must have regressed into a toddler as some sort of coping mechanism.
Come on, let's go and play.
No! I'm sorry, Lobo, playtime is over. You have to wake up now.
No. I don't want to wake up. The monster will get me.
You must be retarded as a little boy. Now stop screwing around and let's... Oh shit.
He found me. Cooker's gonna kill me.
Lobo, you need to be taught a lesson.
He's coming. He's gonna kill us. Go faster.
Lobo, over here, quick.
Hide in that door. My friend will protect us.
Come on in here. Faster, faster, faster. Thank God that was a close one. Damn, it's dark in here.
Lobo? Who did you find out there?
Oh, it's just a man I found. Thanks for finding me, Hornsby.
Get the hell out of here.
And by the way, I want to introduce you to my best friend ever. This is Hornsby.
Oh, hey. Luisa's lab should be a few doors right. Let's hope she's not too occupied. Luisa, you busy?
Keith, you're back. And you're with Lobot.
Louisa, I have brought you Chris Hadfield's instrument of despair for analysis.
A rocket? Perfect. This will be a nice break from debugging the beginner.
Actually, that's not the only reason we're here. Lobo seems to have no memory of his former partner, Hornsby Belmont.
Who's Hornsby?
You see, any mention of Hornsby, Yummel, or Dr. Cooker, and he draws a blank.
Anyone can draw a blank, Keith. You want a challenge? Try drawing a horse.
Lobo, have a seat in the robotics control lab. I need to take a look under the hood. Lobo, do you remember walking into my lab and giving me a rocket?
That happened 2 minutes ago. Of course I remember.
Well, he's able to create and access new memories. Now let's see what's wrong with his old memories.
404, not found.
Shit.
No.
Huh. Something weird's going on. All of Lobo's old memories are intact, but he can't access any memory directly related to Hornsby, because they've been locked inside one giant file.
Then the memories are still there?
Yes. But since he can't access them, it's safe to assume he's forgotten them.
How so?
When you forget something, it doesn't mean the thoughts aren't still buried in your head somewhere. You may not even realize you've forgotten them, but then you'll see, hear, or smell something, and pop. Just like that, those memories suddenly come rushing back. For Lobo, these forgotten memories can't be remembered unless something specific triggers them.
Okay, but what made Lobo forget Hornsby to begin with?
Well, Nicholas made copies of Lobo's memories after he was admitted into the hospital. If Lobo had pushed these memories of Hornsby way down into his subconsciousness and locked them away in his own mind, then when they were uploaded into Lobo's mind, they'd have gotten locked away as well.
So Lobo can't remember Hornsby because the real Lobo doesn't want to remember him?
I still don't know who that guy is.
Exactly. But if Butch is right that a memory of Hornsby is what's keeping Lobo from waking up, then we have to find a way to remind Lobo of the memory, so that he can remember all the memories.
Right. But that might not be a good idea. All those memories are locked in one giant file. If Lobo accesses them all at once, who knows the kind of havoc suddenly remembering Hornsby could have on his system. If he's unable to process the memories, he could have a meltdown, or even worse, self-destruct. Are you sure that risk is worth that price, Keith?
He was so young. It just isn't fair.
As hard as it is, we just have to let things go.
The magnitude of sorrow we experience due to this horrific catastrophe is beyond any verbal description.
Until I find a way to safely unlock these memories, it's extremely important that Lobo doesn't remember anything about Hornsby, or Yummel, or Dr. Cooker. Got it?
Might be best if we refrain from repeatedly saying any of his names then.
Good call.
Now, Lobo. I told you it's not safe to play out there. You are safer in here where no one can find us.
I don't know if I can trust this spitting image of Hornsby. The way he treated Lobo after his encounter with Yummel. Then again. Lobo, you shouldn't trust Hornsby. He took advantage of you.
No, he didn't. He's a good guy. The monster outside is nothing like Hornsby.
That monster outside manipulated Hornsby to toss you over the side. You killed him, remember?
No, I didn't. I didn't kill Hornsby. I didn't.
You don't just need to wake up. You need to grow up.
That's no way to talk to a child. You should leave him alone. There, Lobo. I'll take care of you.
This is the Hornsby that Lobo knew a long time ago. The partner he didn't want to lose. In here, Hornsby was his pre-villainous self. Then out there, his passive-aggressive outburst is what created Dr. Cooker. I know what's going on, baby Lobo. You've never forgiven yourself for trying to calm your last partner down by punching him to the ground, accidentally killing him. You blame yourself for what happened to him.
But Butch, this is you're talking about. Don't you blame yourself for letting your partner down?
What?
It's not your fault that Lobo nearly died, and now I have to keep him safe.
Hornsby is right. You didn't keep me safe, Butch. Why didn't you save me?
I'm sorry, Lobo. Oh, screw that shit, I'm here to save you now. This memory of Hornsby isn't keeping you safe. It's mentally scarring you for life. And if you don't face your fear, you'll be locked in here until you die. Do you understand me? I'm not letting you out of my damn sight, mister. Now come here, you little brat.
Hey, let go, you're hurting him.
I don't want to go with you, you're not my friend.
Tough balls, it's neither Hornsby nor Yummel who are your friends. The three of you used to be friends, and then you betrayed one another. Maybe it's your fault Yummel flipped shit, but he chose to become evil. He's the monster, and I'll prove it.
Try as you might. You're not gonna like what you find.
Where are you, Cooker? Get your ass out of your shack and face us like men.
So now you got balls? Well, if the boot fits.
Wait. That's not Cooker? That's Doctor. Lobo!
They can't keep me in here forever. I need to escape.
You know, I was an escape artist before all this. I even performed at the cinema that one time. A stage show brought the house down.
What a coincidence. One of my blimps destroyed the house too. Why did you give up being an escape artist for a life of crime?
I'm still an escape artist. I can't break out of anything that restrains me. The only thing I couldn't break is the cycle of bad critic reviews. But I should tear them. Nothing stops a goblin like me.
Then what are you still doing in there?
Keep your enemies close, and your arch enemies closer. I'm just waiting for the right time to get revenge on those agent shitheads who put me in here.
I would like revenge too. You and I have so much in common. We like theaters, we used to put on shows there, and we're villains with the same desire for revenge. And I know how to exact my revenge. With my instrument of despair.
Instrument of despair. I like the sound of that.
Everyone will like the sound of it. If I may fart in my horn for a moment. I just need to find a way to get it back.
I can help you with that. I'm normally a solo act, but I'm willing to share the spotlight.
Like an evil duet?
Sort of.
Ha, looks like the Chameleon Eyeballs plot is coming together after all. I'm in.
10-step recite. It's time for a MOI breakthrough roll. Get ready to hit stage right.
What the hell was that? Holy hell. Prison break, lockdown.
So we're all just here to get further analysis on the rocket before we go back to fixing Lobo.
Oh my god. Is that?
Yes, it is. It's Rusev Bowles, the Goblin Escape artist. He's breaking out again.
Woman, give that shit back. Rusev, find anything we may need in the storage room.
Hey, stop!
Hincon at this. Shit, here is a stink book in the barrel.
Rusev Bold, drop the embiggener and put your hands on the floor now.
Get Roy. I'm pointing the gun to my head, and if you come any closer I'm gonna start shooting.
Stop resisting.
He's got a gun, take him down.
Papa, what is that?
Holy shit. That is the biggest stink bug I've ever seen in years. Your little toy gun did the trick.
We should raise hell with it. How do we get it to follow our requirements?
Simple, with my instrument of despair.
I did not like the sound of that. I thought the sound that hinged make would be an explosion. When you said you needed to fart into your horn, I didn't know you meant literally.
But Rusev, music cures the soul. It lifts the spirit and also soothes the savage beast. If anything, you're right, let's go forth and conquer the city with our own anti-crime unit. Go get changed and we'll be ready.
Well, if it isn't my partner Butch. The one who betrayed me and left me to die in cement. When I abandoned Yumel and got him fired, he became an evil crackhead. And because you let me down, you made me into this.
No. I don't want to face my fears. Butch, take me back. It's safer with Hornsby.
This is how Lobo sees himself. He sees himself as the monster.
Now I am going to get my revenge, and kill you for all it's worth.
Dr. Cooker blamed Lobo for shutting him out, so Lobo must be mad at me for doing the same to him. Lobo isn't afraid of Cooker, he's afraid that he will become him. Baby Lobo, listen to me. I know you're afraid that when you wake up, you'll be a big evil monster seeking revenge.
Revenge?
You blame me for not saving you from getting swallowed by Waffle Cooker. And you're right, I am to blame. If only I had focused on saving you instead of trying to stop Waffle Cooker by turning him into a statue. I know it was for the greater good, but it didn't feel good. And if I could do it all over again, Lobo. Lobo, I miss you so much. Please forgive me.
Butch? It's not you who needs forgiving. I need to forgive myself. Waffle Cooker swallowing me wasn't your fault. I told you that stopping him was more important than saving me. That was the mission. I insisted that sacrificing me was for the greater good.
You had to make one of the hardest decisions anyone could ever expect to, but I've been afraid to face the consequences of your actions.
I never thought I'd survive. Just as I never thought Yamil survived committing suicide. I didn't even think Hornsby died when I smashed his head in. And I instantly feared that I'd become a menace to society, just like Cooker. And then take it out on you.
So I retreated into my mind, where my memories of Hornsby, the guy I've looked up to for years, and Yamil, from before he became a supervillain, made me feel safe and innocent. But I've just been hiding from the truth.
I didn't want to deal with the guilt and anger I feel over what I let happen to these two. I just wanted to forget that Hornsby ever died and Yamil turned twisted. And that allowed my fears to trap me here, abandoning you out there in the real world. You didn't let me down, Butch. I've let you down.
Wow. These are some very mature themes you're addressing. It sounds like you've had a lot of growth.
Well, now I have.
Lobo! You're you again!
I've always been me, Butch. But thanks to you, I've grown enough to finally face my fears. Alright, Dr. Lobo, you want a fight, you've got one. I'm not scared of you anymore.
They grow up so fast.
Still no change in Lobo's brain readings yet. Come on, Lobo. What the hell? What's this?
Code Red! Code Red! To any petty agents who can hear this, Ruzef Bold and Chris Hadfield have broken out of the maximum security prison. Now they are terrorizing the city with a giant stink bug, including our headquarters.
I'm going to get some tea.
Agent Butch, do you copy? No other agents are responding. Earth to Butch! Where are you, Butch? Butch!
Dr. Lobo, I can finally wake up from this prison once I get rid of you.
Get rid of me? I'm a part of you now. Your fears, your guilt, your anger, everything.
That does not mean I am you. I was so scared I'd end up like Cooker, that I locked myself away with my old warm and fuzzy memories, to the point that I didn't even remember him. I barely remember who I was. All that time, those feelings I was hiding from were left out here to fester and grow into you, which made me even more afraid to come out. But I'm not hiding anymore. I won't let you push me around.
I can do whatever I want. I'm bigger than you.
This is my mind. I decide how much space I'll let my fears take up.
You think it's that easy to get rid of your anger? I'll always be here, no matter how big or small. You'll want revenge one day, you'll see.
No, I won't. And I'm done feeling salty about it.
Okay, that was satisfying. But, was facing your fears a good thing, or bad?
In this case, a good thing.
What? Is that, Yamil?
Butch, this is my memory of Yamil, before he became Dr. Cooker. You don't need to worry, he's my good friend. He was my good friend.
You should let me go, Lobo. Butch is your good friend now.
I know. It's just, I didn't get a chance to tell you how I felt when you left Petty. If only you didn't fight Hornsby and turn him against me.
Don't worry, Lobo. I am forever in your thoughts, and Yamil will listen once you get through to him. Good luck, my friend.
I guess, it's time to say goodbye to you too, Memory Butch.
Memory Butch? I'm not a memory, I'm real. I'm the real Butch in your mind, and you're also sort of in my mind. I'm not sure exactly how it works. It's a mystic thing.
Mystic?
I consulted to Violet's seance. Since you've been asleep, Louisa built a robot copy of you called Lobo with your memories and emotions to be my partner.
Emotions? Robot? What are you trying to tell me? Didn't you learn anything from when we faced Domo Roboto the zombie robot? I'd have thought Keith Laszlo would be made your partner.
So did I. But I wasn't ready to let you go. The dream is collapsing!
Butch, save yourself.
Lobo?
Oh, you're awake. I made us some tea. What in the world was that?
Move over. Oh shit! That's a giant stink bug! Lobo, I hope you can hear me, 'cause I'm gonna need your help with that gigantic stink bug's antics.
Everyone take shelter! Hurry, go!
Lobot, are you awake?
Yes, I am awake. Lobot reporting for duty.
Where are Keith and Louisa? Are they all right?
Right here. Hadfield and Rusev have escaped.
Rusev got his hands on the embiggener, but it embiggened a stink bug that was crawling in the barrel. It bursted out of the interior of the security prison and attacked Petty headquarters, leaving it in ruins.
God. No wonder it smells like butts. How bad is the damage?
Communication is spotty, the elevators aren't working, the power lines are down with nobody else to fix them, the cops don't come, the toilets don't flush, and most of Petty's systems are down.
We have to stop those villains before they destroy the city even more. Lobot, you and Keith head downtown. I'll meet you at the Mother of All Waffles.
What? You want me out on the field?
Butch, Caesar hasn't given Keith the green light to go out in the field.
I don't care. You need to get out in the field, Keith. I know you're nervous, but you can do this. It's not important that I believe in you, what matters is that you believe in yourself.
You're right. I'll do it.
I'll stay here to get Petty's networks up and running again, and help out any agents trapped by the devastation.
Come on, Lobot. Let's go meet Butch at the mall, and fast.
Empty out everything you got in the vault now. And if you touch that alarm, my friend is gonna kill everyone in this room.
Take it. Just don't kill us.
Alright. You got the jackpot, now let's bust the jewelry store. Some generous gemstones will make rich.
Reports are now coming in that an epidemic of injustice was committed recently at Smashville City, where a giant stink bug was developed by two escaped convicts, Chris Hadfield and Rusev Bold. Both have robbed a jewelry store, 3 city banks, and multiple convenience stores. Police were unable to detain them due to the stink bug's toxic emissions.
I saw the stink bug right from my block, and I thought the smell from the giant insect came from the oil plant. And Rusev Bold breaking out of jail and bringing it to life? We're not safe here anymore.
Banks, jewelers, convenience stores, nowhere is safe. Government officials advise all residents to evacuate to the
この悪意の行為は止めなければならないのではないかと心配しています。バックアップを呼びかけなければなりません。プラネットスターライトの反犯罪ユニットをページングします。私たちはあなたに悪臭のバグと都市の悪人の2人に言って対処する必要があります。
We got here as soon as we could. We just passed the mad, mother of all donuts, and it was already demolished by the stink bug.
It must have trampled it while it was walking by. It's a miracle the store was closed on weekends. The mother of all waffles is still intact.
What's a waffle?
Great, now you don't remember waffles now, because Yummel turned into one? That's a waffle. Waffle cooker.
That's...
No, Butch, shush it. You were right about Lobot's memory problems being related to you-know-who. But Louisa says that if Lobot suddenly remembers him, all hell will break loose.
Well, we've got bigger problems to deal with right now.
Butch, don't forget pants.
Really, Lobot? Pinpoint the possible perpetrator's position? Look up, we can see Rusev and Chris Hadfield on top of that bug. We don't need pants.
If that embiggener has a reverse switch, we can use it to shrink the stink bug back to normal size. Should I turn invisible and take it from Rusev's pockets?
That's dangerous. Even if he's vulnerable to pickpocketing, getting close to him would be impossible. He's a huge guy, and if you try to get near him, the stink bug would sense you and knock you out with its ass gas or its foot.
Then we have to lure Rusev out or get the bug to leave.
I don't think my VEST was designed for this scenario.
I have a solution.
Hey! What did you spray me for? What was that you used?
That was supposed to be bug spray.
That's air freshener. God, you're useless. At this rate, no amount of bug repellent would be much help against such wanton destruction.
There has to be another way.
おそらく私たちは助けになるでしょう。
Oh, you have got to be kidding me.
こんにちは。山美優です。
丈次郎です。
私と名前は原です。私たちはプラネットスターライトチェイサーガーディアンから派遣された日本の反犯罪ユニットです。
Well, I'll be damned. The Planet Starlight Chasers are real. I thought they were something straight out of a 90s anime.
What special crime fighting skills do you girls have?
ああ、私たちは本当に犯罪と戦うわけではありませんが、私たちはみんな同じアカデミーに行き、自己保護を学びます。私は殺人ミステリーポッドキャストを聞くのが好きです。
私は未来の絵を描き、才能のあるアートを教室全体に提出するのが好きです。
そして私は友達に美味しい食事を調理し、お気に入りの動物の素晴らしい可愛いぬいぐるみを編むのを手伝います。
Ah yes, plushies. They are real crime stoppers.
No. Not my store. These crystal bowls are worth more to my china shop than my life. Don't do this.
You better steer clear, or you leave the store alone and take you out instead.
Bite me.
Chris, destroy that shop and see how much we can make. That's some nice flour you got. Now rub some salt on this man's wound.
That's it. Bullfighting. They destroyed a shop full of crystal bulls. Girls, you said you take arts and knitting classes. See if you could knit me a red cape.
あなたはマタドールが使う種類を意味しますか？彼はムレタを望んでいる。
やった。
Huddle up. Here's the plan. Keith will avoid being seen. Lobot, you'll neutralize the embiggener. Me, I'm going to.
あ、これはゴシップですか？ゴシップが大好きです。
Just keep knitting. Oh, Rusev? Your days of horrible destruction are at an end.
You morons. Nothing stops a goblin.
Come and get me, Rusev. I dare ya.
Toro! Aw, didn't see that coming, did you?
I got it. This isn't plausible. I must be tall as a skyscraper. I'm Mega Lobot.
What's this? Another giant prick? Giant stink bug, attack!
Butch, I've got Rusev pinned down, but the embiggener could be busted. We can't shrink Lobo, or the ants. What do we do?
Let Lobot beat the crap out of that stink bug, and Chris. Come on! Beat its ass!
Oh hell! No freaking way. I'm on the moon. I really must be a Meisternaut. That stink bug must not be too happy about this. I've got to calm it down. Crap. I forgot there's no sound in space. If it doesn't hear the music, then I'm about to face it.
That's one small step for a stink bug. And one giant leap for bug kind.
Looks like Chris and the stink bug can no longer bug us from the moon. And with Rusev and Keith's grip, the villains have been thwarted and stopped. Thanks to you, Lobot.
Well, I couldn't have done it without my best friend, Butch. Is that who I think this is? My mind is starting to flash before my eyes. This all makes sense. It's my fault, Yamil lost his job. He turned into liquid, and then turned into a waffle.
Oh God, no!
Life was never easy, since the day I lost Hornsby. I didn't kill him. I pushed him. Because he saw the worst in Yamil, then assumed I was the worst of all. I should have killed him. You. It was all you. You left me to die. You let me get swallowed by Waffle Cooker. It's your fault I turned into this monster. It's all your fucking fault.
Shit! I should have seen this coming. Run, Butch.
Ha, I'm free now. Good luck trying to catch me, Rusev Bolt.
Damn it. I let Rusev free by accident. He's getting away.
Caesar put you up to this shit. You're as stubborn as that selfless ass face. Everyone who cared about you idiots are wrong. Come back here, you coward.
Lobo may have grown up in size, but he needs to cool down now. Keith, go after Rusev and nab him. I'll try to reason with Lobo.
Got it. Neo, Atomy, Oka, did something for me. Anything. Rusev got away, and I need your help. Please, Butch, get through to him, please.
You fucking traitor. Why? Why didn't you save me? I trusted you, and you backstabbed me. Did the simulator you practiced at the headquarters not process into your thick-ass skull?
Lobo is experiencing the same anger that the real Lobo feared would turn him into a monster. I have to convince him to forgive me. But from what I've learned in his mind, he has to forgive himself first. Which means Lobot has to forgive Lobot. Lobot. I'm sorry.
Sorries are for Indians. And now, your end is afoot. What the?
Lobo. Lobo! It's really you! You're back! For real this time!
Don't bust out the party hats just yet. Another Lobo? You imposter. There can only be one Lobo.
When our minds got separated, I didn't know if you had woken up.
Neither did I. Seeing a giant stink bug destroying the city, I thought I was still stuck in a nightmare. But then I heard Caesar's voice message in my ragged VEST, and I woke up immediately. They immediately discharged me and I flushed myself down the portal to get over here.
I hate to say it, but there's a raging robot replica of you we have to talk to. I know you were afraid of waking up to find yourself turned into a huge monster, but here we are.
Is that really what I look like? I know what this other Lobo is. It represents my guilt and fear. It must be destroyed.
And to destroy this Lobo means to destroy a part of myself. Therefore, I must initiate self-destruct.
Self-destruct? How can we reason with that?
Knowing how emotional I get at this point, I don't think we're able to reason with it. It's gonna have to blow up just to get at me.
Yeah, and he'll take 3/4 of the city with him. How do we stop this self-destructive behavior?
Well, my problems were all in my head, so I'm guessing robots are too.
So the only way to stop yourself is to get inside your head. Literally.
There's gotta be a way in before he starts the countdown.
Self-destruct sequence engaged in 1800 seconds. And counting. 1800, 1799, 1798, 1797, 1796.
No! He's counting down to 1800 seconds. We've got less than 30 minutes. We're gonna die.
Snap out of it.
1787, 1786, 1785, 1784.
Up there. We can climb up onto Lobot's face from the top of any building.
Come on. We've got to get to the roof of your problems.
I got to get out of here before the storm blows.
You should have quit while you were ahead, Rusev.
私たちのおかげで問題はすべて縫い合わされています。
あなたが再び私たちの知恵のパールを必要とするならば、私たちはそこにいます。
あなたは私たちを当てにすることができます。
1748, 1747, 1746, 1745.
There's my head.
Gee, who knows how we will get in?
Nose. That's it. We can climb in through the nostrils.
Oh yeah, like big green boogers.
Dude, boogers come out of a nose. Just follow my lead.
1740, 1739,
Oh shit, here we go!
1737, 1736, 1735.
Question, if boogers come out of a snout, then is it called a snin when we go in?
Come on, don't be such an ass. Ugh, why is the inside of Lobot's head a mess?
Louisa built him to be as much like you as possible.
Hello? Who is this?
Louisa, it's me, Lobo. I'm calling from my own phone. I'm alive.
Ah, Lobo? You're awake already. I knew it as soon as I answered this anonymous number. Seems to me like you're no longer stuck inside your own head.
You see, that's the issue. I'm inside Lobot's head now. Lobot has initiated a self-destruct countdown. How can we stop it?
I was afraid something like this would happen. You need to disconnect the power cable from his memory and his internal clock. But you have to disconnect them at the same time, because otherwise it will explode spontaneously. The circuits are right next to each other, so it should be easy peasy.
Thanks, Louisa.
Perfect.
Well,
Louisa says we have to unplug the power cable from both his memory and internal clock at the same time, or the explosion will happen anyway.
I found the power cable for the internal clock, but I don't know where it connects to his memory.
The circuits would be next to each other if Lobot was normal-sized. But at this size, the circuits will be far apart. I'm gonna go find it, and you wait right here. When I give you the word, pull the plug.
30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24.
Where the hell is it? Butch, do not touch that cable, we're running out of time.
I'm not. Have you found the cable for Lobot's memories? We're 20 seconds away from death.
I've found it. This is it. My memories of Hornsby. Time for one final goodbye.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now.
Did we get it? Are you sure?
It's over now. We can breathe in peace again.
Wow. I need a vacation.
Well, not me. I've had enough of beaches.
Lobo, did I ever tell you you're my hero? That's why I was so quick to accept Lobot as my partner. I convinced myself it was for the greater good, but really I just didn't want to do any of this without you. I'm sorry if I was so selfish.
No need to apologize. I was being selfish too. You saved me from myself. You're my hero, Butch. I just hope that I'm worthy of having a best friend like you who looks up to me.
Well, one thing's for sure, with Lobot at this size, everyone will look up to you.
Lobo, it's you. Thank God you're back from the hospital.
What can I say? It's good to be back, Keith.
The Japanese anti-crime unit has Rusev Bold snug as a bug in a rug, and on his way to a padded room, where there is even more strict boundaries, guaranteeing us that Rusev will never be seen again.
Well, it was nice of them to help tie up loose threads. Hang on. Didn't they say that the planet Starlight Chasers sent them? Where have they been this whole time?
ここです。
No way. You are Tomoko Sashimasu and Shion Hikatsuri, the heroes in the Planet Starlight Chasers anime. I actually get to see you both in person. Can I get your autograph?
私の友人は一時的に手配することができます。私たちは海外の反犯罪部門の助けを借りて、この世界を救ってくれたことに心からの感謝を捧げるためにここに来ました。
ブッチさん、あなたは勇気、誠実さ、自立、決意を捧げてきました。私たちはあなたのデューデリジェンスを称賛するようになりました。一つの問題を解決するには二つのヘッドが必要です。
さらに、友人を犠牲にして悪役を倒すなどの難しい決定に直面した場合は、良い選択がないことを覚えておいてください。しかし、あなたはまだ特定の選択をしなければなりません。
Alright. Thank you, Tomoko and Shion. Now we know.
そして知ることは戦いの半分です。
Butch, Lobo, Keith, the three of you report to my office immediately. You have a lot to answer for. Oh my gosh! Tomoko! Shion! My idols! Can I get your autographs? And so, for answering the call of duty, recapturing Rusev, and helping save the city, Keith Laszlo, I hereby promote you to Field Agent. Congratulations, Agent Keith.
Thank you, sir.
Now, I want to apologize if I sounded pensive in my message. I can get a little overdramatic. Especially when I can't hear myself think over this damn racket! So while Petty Headquarters gets rebuilt from the ground up, Butch and the real Lobo will have to keep watch over Smashville City from their own headquarters located inside the towering husk of Megaloba.
Just when I thought I was done living inside my head.
Don't worry, Lobo. I will take out all your memories and emotions and self-destructive behavior before you move in.
Can we at least install an elevator from the shoe to the head? It'd be a long trip in and out of the sewers from way up there.
That, my friend, can be arranged.
Life is going to be difficult now that I am going undercover with the giant building of myself looming over the city.
Saul will just have to come up with even better disguises for you. Besides, with your giant sexy face in the skyline, criminals will be running scared shitless, going back under the rocks they crawled out from.
Looks like this will be the start of a new chapter in our lives.
No, it will be a whole new book.
Yo, Foreman. Where you want these rocks to go?
You're in a dump truck. Take them to the dump.
Don't worry, Yumil, this will go by really quick. Afterwards, you're coming back to life. In the meantime, I may as well become someone else, to lead them astray. Hell, maybe I will own an antique store.